Hey, what's going on? My name's Christian. This is my bathroom. And today I wanted to talk about Ader Error. It's a South Korean brand that started in 2014 and starting to gain a lot of popularity on social media. Right now, I'm wearing an Ader Error sweater. Take a look if you can. I picked it up at work. I work at a consignment store, so somebody brought it in. And it's pretty nice. It's pretty dope, and it made me want to talk about the brand a little more because I keep seeing them pop up on social media. I think that they have a look that is very appealing right now. And it's kind of a classy streetwear look. And I want to talk about that kind of in like three elements that I think they kind of excel at, or what their prongs of their company. So their logo, or slogan, I got some notes. The slogan is, "But near missed things." And on Essence, they describe one of their key elements as non-sequiturs in their clothing. I think that's real. I think that's like kind of like what they do. They have a lot of kind of goofy, funny, postmodern phrases. Like if you look at any of their their promotional images, or like those socks that are popular from Ader Error, it's a lot of non sequiturs. They define themselves as having a contemporary but simple aesthetic. And I think that that's kind of something that's just a lot of brands are aiming for right now. There is the trend and phenomenon in fashion and streetwear is towards what I describe, or as a lot of people describe, as like a classy streetwear thing. It's like baggier silhouettes, wider pants, garments that might be in simple or primary colors, and Ader Error does a lot of that. Their pants are wide, their garments, they focus on like sweatshirts and kind of like tops. They have like single sizes, like things come in one size, and it plays into both this androgyny and this kind of silhouette, this aesthetic that is taking over social media right now. But what I want to explore is whether or not they've defined themselves as like a unique brand experience, because otherwise they could just be a flash in the pan. Let's take a look at the notes. So their silhouette is, and I think a lot of people are borrowing a lot from Balenciaga and Vetements right now, with kind of the wide baggy trousers that break over the shoe, with the way that their hoodies and sweatshirts are styled. I think so many people are drawing from those two brands. Postmodern is kind of something that Vetements did with their website, making it look like style.com. And currently, as I'm recording this in May, Ader Error's website looks like Instagram. Like you go on it, it looks like Instagram. That's cute. It's like a cute, very tongue-in-cheek wink thing. And I think that if a brand is aware of how their clothing is worn and how people like to wear their clothes, they will succeed. Like having an understanding of the internet and your presence online will make a brand excel. And I think that Ader Error is going to, something that I'm confident about, is they're going to get a lot more popular before anything. I think that they are on the upslope because their clothing is cool. The way that it's priced, it's not ludicrous. It's like $200, $300 for a garment, so it's not cheap, but it's not inaccessible the way that like high fashion is. And their silhouettes are that wide normcore. It's like one of the other things that Ader Error focuses on is primary colors. Like my sweater that I'm wearing is this blue, pink, yellow, and it has this cool mismatch thing. I was downtown yesterday and a barista said this was the most beautiful sweater he'd ever seen. You can't beat that. But what's Christian's verdict? My verdict is, I think that their aesthetic speaks to contemporary streetwear and classy streetwear trends. Their pieces have subtle branding, so it's a subtle flex, which everybody's always looking for, and simple primary colors, meaning it can be worked into a wardrobe with ease, especially a cool contemporary wardrobe, because it's the silhouettes that people are looking for, and it's colored in a way that's flattering, and it has like these cool elements, these pops of color, or like pops of logos, like the sweater with the one on the shoulder. And I think they're cultivating a certain level of coolness right now. And I think maybe it's just a primary colors thing, maybe it's just like the simplicity thing. A lot of it reminds me of Acne. Like their promotional pictures, maybe their colors, maybe the way that they style their models. It has an Acne vibe to me. Obviously, one's from Europe and one's from South Korea. But I think Ader Error is at least kind of looking at Acne as well. So I think if they're going to stay, they need to craft or continue to craft their own specific niche. Because, like I mentioned before, we're seeing things like, we're seeing this postmodern thing, which is cool and trendy, but it's not necessarily groundbreaking. We're seeing these bold colors, which I think they might be able to, like, with just focusing on this like primary colors thing, I think they will create a niche for themselves. I think they can make that a staple. But in terms of silhouettes and styling, it's a lot of what we see right now from a lot of brands, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think people think they're cool because of that. But I think that Ader Error needs to make their own way, you know? And I hope they do. You can go your own way, go your own way. So if you liked the video, leave a comment and like it. This is video number 2 for me, coming live from my bathroom. It's probably a little too warm to wear a sweater today, as I'll be walking around a lot. But if this video touched your heart, let me know. If you're gonna be a dick, just, you know, leave it in the comments. Probably didn't pronounce the name right. Who knows? But hopefully more videos to come. Stay tuned.